When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He might want another play. Wilson will throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He'll start this drive firing. Taking a shot on the first play. Pulls it in on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Commodores in the hurry up. Unloads quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Catch on 3rd down. Touchdown, Commodores! They grab the early lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Wilson to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man on the left. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense? He's got it. First down and more. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Pulls and fires complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wilson will throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Lott. Across the 35. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless and moved. Picked off to stop the threat.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They just keep firing. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And through the contact.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wilson to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Doors! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man, it's Coleman.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wilson will throw. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
By the receiver, out of bounds at the 11-yard line. First down for the offense.
It's first down from the 11. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds a man in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Evans. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Sutter. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
Now, fourth down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. There he goes. The 40. The 20. The inside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Commodores. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
35. App State 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Gets the back moving. Wilson will throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standards.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
42, App State 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wilson to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. Runs for the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got the first down, looking for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Vandy.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
56 at stake, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Jeffrey. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. Wilson to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. It's a running room. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist... Stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quick release on the RPO. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got room at the 35. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, bush push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The give to Davis. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up.